Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine. I'm your science teacher from Ismailia Youth Services School. Are you listening me clearly? Please answer me in your chat box. Before starting the class, some important instruction for you. Listen carefully. Yes, students. Don't raise hand during the lecture. Use chat box if you have any queries or the difficulty. I will answer you in the last 10 minutes. Use hand free if you are using mobile and use headphone for computer use. Students feed your IDs and password properly with your name and class. Take care of time for attending the class. If there is any disconnectivity during the lecture, try to join lecture again within the 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, students? So, are you ready for the lecture? Okay. Student, this is your textbook. I hope you all have. And this is the unit number 1, building unit of the body. Open the page number 2. Okay. Now, first of all, students, in previous class 4, we had discussed the body of animals and the plants are made up of the millions of cells. And each part of the body is made up of the group of cells that perform the same function. Such group of the specialized cells are called tissue. You can see on your screen, this is a cell, tissue, organ, and the organ system, and that's all are the organism. Before the explaining of the cell, we have discussed about the how the cell, tissue, organ, and organ system is made. A muscle's tissue is made up of the elongated cells which can the contract and relax and help the body parts of the to move. Many tissues grouped together form an organ. The heart is an organ. You can see on your screen, the heart is an organ which pumps blood throughout the body. The kidney filter the blood. If we talk about in the plant, the leaf in the presence of the sunlight manufactures food for the plant. Because the root is an organ, the roots absorb salts and water from the soil. The many organs working together make an the organ system. You can see in this picture, the blood circulatory system is made up of the heart, arteries, veins, and capillaries. All the organ systems together make up the organism. So, we are the human beings and we have a different organ system like the digestive system, blood circulatory system, respiratory system, excretory system, reproductive system, and the nervous system. Same as in the plant. The plants are made up of the root, stem, leaves, and the flower. So now move to the next slide. What is the definition of the cell? Cells are the building block of the life. They make up living things and perform all the activities needed to keep living things alive. Actually, students, there are the different type of the cell within the same organism. For example, human body is made up of the trillions of the cells, which can roughly be if we categorize into the 200 types. You can see on your screen, this is the cell, a picture of the cells, and what is a tissue. As we have discussed in the class 4 and our introduction, the definition of a tissue is the group of the cells that are alike and put together to perform one specific function are called tissue. The body of the most animal students are in the animals and the human beings and the plants. They consist of the large numbers of the cells. The cells of the one part of the body are different in shape, size, and function from the cells of the other part of the body. These similar cells are always present in groups. Hence, groups of the cells in which cells are the similar in the shape, size, and the function is called a tissue. So, this is the tissue. Now move to the next topic. We have already discussed how the cells join together make the tissue. Tissue may join the organ and how the organ perform the job and make the organ system and the different organ system make the organism. Student, actually that there are the two type of the organism. One is a unicellular organism and the second is a multicellular organism. First, we talk about the unicellular organism. Uni means one, and the cellular means the body which made by the cell. The definition of the unicellular organism is some living things made up of the only one cell are called unicellular organism. There are just some examples are there: amoeba, bacteria, paramecium. This is a picture of the amoeba, bacteria, and paramecium. In your book, you can also see the diagram of a amoeba. Amoeba, the example of the unicellular organism that lives in the water and fat soil. And we can see amoeba with the help of the microscope. The second type of the organism is multicellular organism. Multi means many. Cellular means the body which are made by the cells. So the definition of the multicellular organism is the organism which are made up of the millions of cells are called multicellular organism. And the examples are plants, animals, of course we are human beings. So the organisms are two types, unicellular and multicellulars. The examples are there. You can see on your screen. The diagrams are show the diagram of the amoeba, bacteria, paramecium, plants, animals, and of course you. Now move to the next topic. How can we say that the building block of the life? Cell is called the building block of the life. You can see the diagram, one diagram of the human body, how the cells made the organism and how the wall is made. As our unit name is the building unit of the body. So how can we say that the cell is called the building block of the life? I will give you the example of it in this way. Have you ever used by the toy bricks to make the models? Okay, students. If you look carefully at the house, we will find that they are made up of the many small bricks, stones, cement, iron bars, doors, windows, and many type of the things that made the house. But students, do you observe the different numbers and the different types of the bricks are used to build a variety of the houses? Each house can be broken down into the single piece of the bricks. Each bricks therefore a basic building block of house. Okay, students? So similarly, students, the cells are the basic building block of living things. The living things around us, from the smallest bacterium to the largest animals. So, just like in the also in the plants, all made up of the one or more cells. So, we can say that a cell is the basic unit of life. It is the smallest parts of living things which is capable of the carrying out the basic life process. You can also see in this picture clearly how the house is made by the bricks, the building unit of the house, and how the cell made the organism or the tissue or the organ system or the organism. So we can say that the cell is called a building unit of the life. Is it clear, students? Okay, now move to the next slide. Microscope. You can see the diagram in your book, the microscope. The microscope, most cells are very tiny. We have to observe them using the microscope. An ordinary microscope can make the object appear biggest up to the several hundred times through the use of the lenses. So we use a microscope to help in the seeing very small object. Okay, students. Now, if we talk about the different sizes of the cell and different shapes of the cells, so students, have you ever seen the multifunction pocket knife in your daily observation? It have the different tools, have the different shapes and structure. Just as the tools have the different shapes and the structure designed for doing the particular job, the cells are the different shapes and different sizes to carry out the different specialized function. Some cells are in the rectangular shape, some are the round shape, some have many sides, and some of them are the elongated. Why are the cells are designed in the different shapes and sizes? Because the some cells are designed to carry the different functions. Some like carry the messages, some carry oxygen around the body, and some has the tail to help move from the one place to another. So the cells have the different shapes and different sizes in our body to perform the spatial job, to do the spatial job. Is it clear, my dear students? Okay, now move to the next topic. Before describing the types of the cells, what are the organelles? The one term is used in your chapter, the organelles. Actually, the definition of the organelles are the smaller parts within the cell are called organelles because students, there are the many organelles or the component present in the cells. If we talk about the structure of the cell, there are the many structure found in the inside the cells. And the smaller parts within the cell are called the term we use the organelles. Okay, my dear student, is it clear the organelles? Now, we are talking about the two types of the cell you can see on your screen. One is the plant cell and second is the animal cell. My dear students, if you observe these diagrams, you can see the some component are the same, just like that nucleus, and some are the different. This like green structure and this structure. Inshallah, we will talk in another slide. So first we talk about the animal cells. So plant and the animal cell are different from each other. There are the some parts which are common of both of them, and some are common and some are different. So now start the animal cell. In animal cell, if we have observed that, first if we talk about the nucleus, what is the Mr. Nucleus? Okay, you can see in your book or also on your screen, the nucleus found in the center of the cell, and it is called the control center of the cell. Why we can say that the control center of the cell? So, because all the activities of the cell, like the intetate and the control, the process of the cell division controlled by the nucleus. The nucleus is generally round and the oval in shape. So, in the plant cell, in the center of the cell, you can see one structure. It is called a nucleus. Now, we will talk about the cytoplasm. Here is the cytoplasm. My dear student, you can see this is the cytoplasm. What is the cytoplasm? It is the fluid part of the cell and it is jelly-like substance that fills the cell, and all the organelles of the cells are suspended or floating in it. Just like that, the cytoplasm and the nucleus and the vacuoles keep in this place. Now, this work is that the cytoplasm keep these organelles in the place. So this is the cytoplasm. The one we have discussed nucleus, second is cytoplasm. Okay, my dear students, understand? Now move to the third part. Third part is cell membrane. What is the cell membrane? You can see if you observe that, and you can see the outer surface of the cell. This is the black line. This is called the cell membrane. It is an outer covering of the cell. It is a thin layer that controls the movement of the material into and out of the cell. It also function is that is give the shape of the cell. Okay, what is the cell membrane? It is the outer covering of the cell and it is a thin layer. That function is that control the movement of the material into and out of the cell, and it also gives the shape. This is the third basic component of the animal cell. Now move to the number 4, vacuole. Vacuole. What is the vacuole? It is a bubble-like structure, store food, water, and waste substances. What is the vacuole? Here is the vacuole. What is the shape of the vacuole? This is a little bubble-like structure. Their function is to store food, water, and waste substances. So, basic component of the animal cell is nucleus, cytoplasm, cell membrane, and vacuoles. Nucleus control center of the cell, control all the activities of the cell. Cytoplasm, jelly-like substances, and that fills all the cell. What is the cell membrane? Outer covering of the cell, and it is the control the movement of the material into and out of the cell. But also the function is that it gives also the shape. And number 4, in animal cell, there are the 2 or the more vacuoles are present, and it is in small in sizes. Remember, in animal cell, 2 or the more vacuoles are present, and its structure is the bubble-like structure, and its function is store food, water, and waste substances. This is the animal cells. Now move to the definition of the cells. I repeat that the cells are the building block of the life. They make up the living things and perform all the activities need to keep living things alive. The second is the tissue. What is the tissue? The group of the cells that are alike and work together to perform one specific function are called tissue. Now, how many types of the organism? We have discussed about the unicellular organism and the multicellular organism. What is the definition of the unicellular organism? The organism which are made by the one cell is called unicellular, and the organism which are made by the 2 or the millions of the cells are called multicellular organism. And student, who are you, uni or multi? Yes, we are the multicellular organism, and these are the examples of the unicellular and multicellular. And we have discussed about the building block of the life. This is the question number 2 in your textbooks. The why we can say that the building block of the life. I have clearly described that why we can say that the building block of the life. The cell is called the building block of the life. What is the microscope? We have discussed that the microscope is the instrument which we can see that the all tiny microorganism like the unicellular organism we can see with the help of the microscope. Different sizes of the cells and different shapes of the cell. The cells found in the different sizes and the cells are found in the different shapes because of the doing the different function in the organism. So there are the two type of the cell. One we have discussed animal cell. Tomorrow we will discuss about the plant cell. There are the some differences between the animal cells and the plant cell, and some are the similarities found in the animal cell and the plant cells. And what is the organelles? The smaller part within the cells are called organelles. And we have clearly discussed about the what are the animal cells and what are the four basic components present in the animal cells. One is the nucleus, second is the cytoplasm, third is the cell membrane, and fourth is the vacuoles. Now, student, ready for the homework task? Are you ready? Yes. This is your homework. Do question number 1 and question number 2 of exercise C from the page number 5 in science copy. Hope you all have your midterm science copy which have the interleaf pages, 240 pages copy, and first you make the face sheet with the help of the black pointer. Write the name, father name, class, section, your teacher name, and the second page you will make the title page of the midterm, and the third page you will do the title page of the chapter. It means the chapter number 1. And now start the exercises. Do question number 1 and question number 2 of exercise C from the page number 5 in science copy. Okay, define the amoeba. And second question is, why are we called the building block? Cell is called the building block of the life. Now move to the next question. Do exercise number A and B in book. This is your book exercise, the column matching and the fill in the blanks. Okay, my dear students, fill the column matching and the fill in the blanks with blue ink pen. Question number 3 is, make a mind map on animal cell at least 8 points. How can you draw the mind map on animal cell? You should draw the mind map on the animal cell. First, you draw the mind map and 4 basic components and their function. Okay, my dear? 4 basic components of the animal cells and write down the 4 functions of the basic components. And the last question is, draw the animal cell with 4 labels in science copy. Make sure your diagram is neat and clean and draw with sharp and pointed pencil. Don't use any type of the marker or the pointer in drawing. And label should be in the right hand. Don't show the arrow. Okay, so this is the book exercise. Now, if you have any question or the difficulty, I am with you. Note down the homework. Please, student, note down all homework. This is your homework. I repeat my homework. Do question number 1 and question number 2 of exercise C from the page number 5 in science copy. Make sure you do all the work, do question number 1 and 2 in your science copy. And the exercise A and B, which are found, are page number 5, only in book with the help of the blue ink pen. And how you can make the mind map on the animal cell. First, you draw the mind map and write down the 4 basic structure of the animal cell and write down their function. And the last question, draw the animal cell with 4 labels in size copy and write down the labeling with the pencil in the right side and don't show the arrow. Okay. So any questions or any query? I repeat. It's all about our first session. So I hope you all have got it. And inshallah, we will discuss about tomorrow. We will discuss about the plant cell and the red blood cell and how the life cells spin. Okay, my dear. Thank you very much, all of you. Jazakallah khair.